Recently, a bittersweet farewell to one of Greater West Bloomfield's most beloved restaurants, The Grill, located on Orchard Lake just north of Middlebelt in Sylvan Lake, closing its doors after over 20 years in business as owner Vickie Kherkher sets off into retirement. Customers and staff alike said their final farewells on a busy final weekend at the restaurant, enjoying one last meal at the fan favorite eatery and sharing memories of nearly a quarter century in one of the most cherished places communities go, where everybody knows your name.
I actually lived in Sylvan a few years ago, and when I moved here, I didn't know anybody. And one of the first events that I partook in was at the Grill, and I met all wonderful women, friends that I cherish today. It actually changed my life to be able to come here and meet Vickie and feel a part of a community.
I've been coming here. My agency is 30 years old, and I've been coming to the Grill for at least 10 years, and I sit right up front, so because all the ladies I know, the food is, I've never gotten anything that was bad. Not one thing.
The Sylvan Grill will be really missed because I've been coming here almost every weekend for the last 7 or 8 years. It is a family meeting place. We've had celebrations here. We have weekly luncheons here. There's going to be a huge hole in this community because this place represents family to me.
Of course, the Grill's success wouldn't be possible without Vickie Kherkher's guidance at the helm, as she's formed those ever-important bonds throughout the community. And here's what residents had to say about Vickie's presence in Sylvan Lake and her lasting impact on the community in these 24 years that the Grill has been open.
I'm going to be sad that, that they're leaving, but I understand. Sometimes you got to just go. You have to close and you have to do something for yourself. But I'm going to miss these guys. The food is like homemade, so close to homemade. So I'm sad. I'm happy for her, but I'm sad for me.
She's kept this place a healthy, beautiful, vibrant restaurant with really high standards. So we will miss that energy that they have brought to this community.
Yeah, I mean, it's really an exciting time for Vickie and her family to be able to do some fun things for the future. And it is a bummer to say goodbye to it. I've enjoyed many dinners here with so many special people, but I think, when one door closes, another one opens. So.
A fond farewell indeed after 24 years of the Grill operating on Orchard Lake in Middlebelt in Sylvan Lake. Joining us now on the Splash Live is the longtime owner of the Grill herself, Vickie Kherkher. Vickie, congratulations on 24 years and, of course, on your retirement. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Glad to have you on. It was a busy last couple of weeks after the announcement that the Grill would be closing. Of course, it closed over the weekend before we have you live with us on today's show. Just take us through, from your perspective, the outpouring of love to the Grill over the last couple of weeks following the announcement.
Our customers have been amazing. On Facebook alone, there were 80 or so testimonials. Ex-employees, people I haven't seen in 24 years, came back to tell us what an impact we had on their lives and what we meant in the community. It was pretty amazing. It was an emotional week. I'm happy to be retiring and sad to be closing the store in my life because I've loved it. My customers, my staff, we were family, and they will be missed.
What do you think built that sense of community or family as you described?
Pardon?
What do you believe is the basis that ultimately built that sense of community and family at the Grill?
I have a very friendly staff. I care about my customers. My most important thing was always the customers. The food was secondary. I wanted people to be able to come here and feel like they were at home. And I think they did.
That's certainly the case. You mentioned the testimonials on social media, all those comments, people pouring out their memories. I mean, in what way do you believe that the Grill maybe played a role in all these changes over the years, all these ebbs and flows of the community? What do you think made the Grill such a special place to people to go along that journey with their friends, with their family, introducing people to Sylvan Lake and the greater West Bloomfield area?
We were stable. We had favorites on the menu that people could count on. They could come here and they would know they were going to get the best walleye in town, or my butter rum syrup with crunchy French toast, and just all the special things that we had that we always had. And people loved that. They knew they could count on us to be consistent, to be friendly, to be just a great place to go.
Vickie Kherkher is with us, a longtime owner of the grill in Sylvan Lake that closed its doors recently after 24 years serving our community, a fan favorite for sure, and so many people with an outpour of love for Vickie, for her entire team over at the grill, and much deserved congratulations after 24 years. I want to dial it back to 24 years ago because we've talked about the impact it's had on you, the impact it's had on the community, but what drew you to this area and ultimately to open a restaurant like the Grill right here in our community?
Okay, I've been in the restaurant industry for something like 40 years. And my husband at the time, we lived over behind Our Lady of Refuge, so we were in that area. We drove past this restaurant all the time to go to our restaurant we had in Rochester Hills. And one day we just stopped in and said, would you like to sell this? It was close to home and thought it'd be a great place to do business. So that's how we ended up here. And that was December 18th of 2000. So it was a while ago.
And he builds so many memories over the years and so many different connections. People, whether they go through there and they're working the summer job waiting tables, or they go there every single week for family dinner or to get together with a friend for a cup of coffee, you build those memories over the course of years, and you see that journey develop for so many different people. And so as you reflect on the challenges that you faced over the years, what to you makes this journey so special and something that you can look back on from the past 24 years, those 40 plus years in food service, and say, this is a lasting legacy that I can be proud of?
Sometimes it was the challenging years that made me look back and say, oh my God, we did that. COVID, oh my God, we did that. And that was not easy. I think I was on here a couple times during that time. Staff that have been with me for over 28 years, their family, it's those kind of impacts. Customers that I've watched for as little babies grow up and are now out of college. It's just been an amazing journey. I've had watched customers pass, get married. Everything in everyone's life, you celebrate the big moments, you celebrate the little moments, you cry with them. It's a lovely industry to be in. I would do it again.
And it's always bittersweet to say goodbye to a staple of the community like this. Of course, it's for a good reason. You get to celebrate a long career in the restaurant business, a successful career. You brought so many people together, and you absolutely deserve to celebrate that. There is the bittersweet element of it, though, because you lose that favorite place that people go in the community to get a good meal, to enjoy some quality time with people. And we think about today, so much of what we do are on our devices, where it's over Zoom like we're talking now, or it's texting on the phone during the day with people and catching up maybe that way. Why are places like the Grill, that's been here for 24 years, that's been that gathering place, so important to individuals and communities even today?
Oh, thank you so much.
Why do you believe that these places that you physically go are still important today in 2025, Vickie?
Because we're stable and you have a chance to gather with people. People are on their phones all the time on their apps, and I'll even see them come out to eat and, couples, and they don't look at each other. They're just busy scrolling or texting. But to have a place to go where you know other people, where you see your neighbors, people would just stop by and visit other tables because they knew them. My bar was like Cheers. Definitely everybody knew your name up here. You need that. We've lost that connection with people, with our phones, with all this technology. And places like this give you a place to connect again. And you're going to see your neighbor here because they eat on Mondays and Wednesdays, and this one eats on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's it makes that connection that we absolutely need. And we've lost.
Yeah, and you see it, and you see the impact in all the outpouring, people coming into town from all different areas, whether they're still in the greater West Bloomfield community, or they've moved to nearby communities, or they just haven't been there in a while. They come back to say one final farewell, to look back on those fond memories, and that's such a huge impact to have on people's lives. So Vickie, as you prepare, as you now are in the retirement phase and you do the final elements of ultimately winding down the grill before its own transition in Sylvan Lake, what's your lasting message for the community here as you say your goodbye and move on into retirement?
Thank you. Thank you for the support of the last 24 and a half years. Thank you for the friendships. Thank you for the love. Thank you for sharing your families with us. You will not be forgotten, and I'm not going anywhere. I'll still be around the area. I live here. So you're stuck with me. And that's it.
Well, that is something we can all be very happy about, to still be able to see you around, Vickie, and to continue to be able to thank you for making a place where people can go and have an enjoyable meal, but even better, really enjoyable company with your team and with their neighbors across Sylvan Lake in the greater West Bloomfield area. Thank you so much for joining us today, for taking the time out of your busy schedule, and congrats on 24 years.
Thank you.
A fond farewell to a beloved restaurant.